Hello everyone and welcome back to another reaction video on the channel, and specifically the first ever Nirvana reaction on the channel. Now, this is a big moment for me because, if I'm being 100% honest with you all, I've never heard a full Nirvana song in my entire life. Now, obviously, I have heard like snippets of this song. Which today's reaction is going to be Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana, which I know is like an incredibly famous song, and I can like picture what the chorus sounds like in my head, right? But I've never sat down and listened to a Nirvana song. If I've heard one, it's been in the background at maybe some sort of like party or whatever, where, you know, I'm not actually paying attention to it. I've heard snippets of the song, never heard the full song, and I've never listened to Nirvana a day in my life. Now, very quickly before we get into it, just a bit of background on me musically. As you can kind of see behind me, right, that's a Travis Scott vinyl, that's Kid Cudi, that's also Travis Scott. Up there, which you can't see, we have 21 Savage, another Travis Scott vinyl, and then Offset up there, and then on this wall is Kendrick Lamar. I am a massive fan of hip-hop, right? I am a hip-hop head, if you will put it that way. That's the music I listen to, always have, grown up listening to it, and, you know, I just love the genre so deeply, listen to it all day, every day. But in all fairness, I've been getting into a little bit of rock recently through kind of more like J-rock stuff, because a lot of this channel is dedicated to reacting to anime, so I've listened to a lot of Japanese stuff of recent, and a lot of it is very, very good. So there's a sort of flavour for the genre that is there, that I appreciate the genre in some way. I've just never gotten around to Nirvana, and specifically a lot of like Western rock bands I just know absolutely nothing about. So I am really excited to get stuck into this, to check out this song, essentially, you know, what Nirvana's sound is all about, learn about their most famous song, and perhaps that kind of spawns some reactions in the future. I've heard that their two albums, I believe one of them's called In Utero, and one of them's called like Neverland or something like that. So I'm really excited to kind of check out some of them. I am an album listener, so maybe I'll do reactions to them at some point as well. But for now, we're going to get stuck into Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit, the official music video for the first ever time. Let's go. It's a classic guitar riff, isn't it? Woo! Love that. Now, I do know who that man is. Of course, I think everybody knows who Kurt Cobain is. Obviously, because of his, you know, the story around his death is obviously like one of the most famous celebrity deaths of all time, right? But just how many times that gets referenced. I hear it in so many songs. I mean, one of my favourite rappers, Denzel Curry, made a song called Clout Cobain, which is, you know, the the chorus of the song is "Suicidal doors call it Kurt Cobain," right? Like, it's such a classic reference these days. But I've never heard, you know, most of his work, so I'm again very much excited to learn more about the musician that was Kurt Cobain. Just loving the guitars here. Ooh. Woo! Oh my god! Right, I instantly want to say, right, Kurt Cobain Right, the way that the song starts, kind of an understated vocal delivery, right? Like, you're not getting too much, like, energy in the voice, and that's obviously intentional. It's kind of got, like, an atmospheric feel to the start of the song. It's not, like, psychedelic or anything like that, but it's more kind of, it's got a gloomy feel to it, right? And even, like, the kind of, I'll pull it back to the part, this bit. That's almost hypnotic in a way, right? And that's kind of the intention of it, I believe. But when it drops into this chorus, instantly you go straight to energy 100. And the kind of, I don't know, the grainy, the kind of shouty vocal style of this chorus. Obviously, it's something that I've heard a million times. I obviously know this chorus. But it's way more hard-hitting with the kind of punchiness of the drums and that in the headphones. It is a completely different production when you listen to it in this way, and I feel like the kind of projection of his voice comes through a lot stronger as well. It is a really fantastic chorus that just, again, takes the energy from kind of like 10-ish to like 100. Like, we're really going for it in the chorus, and that makes it 10 times more effective. Like, it's just, there's so much venom in his voice, man. Woo! Oh my god, man. Shout out to the drummer, man. Pull that shit back. As soon as it kind of breaks down out of the chorus, as we kind of start the transition out of it, the drummer, man, is going off. The guitars are fantastic. Of course they are. It's such a signature kind of rock sound, right? But specifically what stands out to me is the drums, because the patterns are so kind of, they feel free, right? Kind of feels like the drummer kind of has free reign here. And I really appreciate that. Woo! Fantastic, and then it drops back out. Kind of gives us that atmosphere again. And right back to the sort of build up again. It's so wild, there's a stark difference. Here we go. Woo! Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable production. Now the guitarist is kind of taking the front of the stage, you know? It's so interesting. I know we're going to get a kind of a final drop into the final chorus here, I'm going to presume, right? But I just want to comment on, you know, his vocal style. And I don't mean like a sort of, like the mad energy that he brings on the chorus, right? That is something that you could maybe expect from this type of song. But I feel like the other side of the coin, kind of the more understated, the more kind of I don't want to say more emotional, because you could argue that, you know, the shouty style is more emotional, but like the more kind of maybe mellow vocal style that he can bring across the track is very unique in this sort of style of maybe hard rock you would tend to call it. Yeah, I feel like you don't hear this type of kind of vocal versatility from a singular guy very often. I think it's really impressive that he can essentially switch up the energy of the track completely on his own, just from the vocal style. Now, obviously, as it kind of gets more chill and relaxing during the verses, the instrumental also does that to complement him, right? But I still think the kind of main catalyst for the vibe switch up, if you will, is the vocal style changing, and I think it's really impressive that that comes from the same guy. Love this build up. I've never heard this part of the song before at all. Unbelievable. Woo! Oh my god! Like pure chaos! Holy shit, man! That song is 10 times better than I would have ever imagined it being, based on just hearing the chorus. There's so much versatility there. Like I say, probably the number one thing that I would like to bring up is the versatility. I did not know that Kurt Cobain had that in his bag. I thought he was going to be the type of, you know, just like maybe a typical, you know, a screamo type of vocal style, right? Based on the fact that maybe the only time I've ever heard his voice in my entire life is the chorus, where he's low-key kind of screaming his brains out, right? But not like massively, to be fair. Like, it's not like he's doing a fucking death metal vocal style at all, obviously not. But for the style, it's kind of more aggressive, you know? But yeah, he has a really soft tone as well. He can really bring a completely different energy, maybe more of like a melancholy sort of feel to a song. I can imagine him being able to, you know, I don't think a ballad would sound really bad with that sort of softer vocal style of Kurt Cobain, you know? I think the versatility, I mean, I'd like to hear from you in the comments about what you think makes him so special, but instantly what might jump out to me is something that could instantly grip you and you know, think that Kurt Cobain's an extremely talented individual would be that versatility, right? That's the thing that jumps out to me anyway. And yeah, overall, a fantastically structured song. The chorus hits hard every time. It's probably perfect in its runtime because you get, you know, enough of the sort of build-up sections and of the more chill sections, and you get plenty of, you know, drops and chaos and insanity in the ears as well. I think this is an absolutely fantastic song, and I can't believe I've never heard it in its entirety until now, but I'm delighted that I was able to check it out. So, yeah, thank you so much for joining me on this reaction. This was a fantastic experience. I really hope you enjoyed the reaction. And again, leave in the comments down below if you would like to see more reactions from myself to Nirvana. I would love to check out more. So if you are interested in that, please do let me know. But that's going to wrap it up. Like I say, thank you so much. I really do hope you enjoyed this. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. And hopefully I'll catch you on the next one for maybe more Nirvana. Thanks so much. Take care. And bye for now.